The Buckeyes will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. So Michigan's offense takes the field to start this game off. And here comes the quarterback, and one thing you know for sure, with this team, as he goes, so goes the offense.
And he's a big-time talent, Reese. This guy can hurt you in a multitude of ways, throwing and running the football. He's going to have to be dialed in, though, because this defense is going to give him a lot of different looks. It's really important mentally this QB is on his game.
Finds the tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got it in the middle, it's Morris. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Back to throw, it's Orji. He's got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. He'll pull it down and run. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, it looked like that might be the first touchdown of the game, but what a great job by the defender, seeing the football and swatting it away.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
They'll try to add another to their lead. He's looking to... It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2.
Michigan 8, Ohio State 0.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will have its first possession of the game. And these 2 electrifying runners can put on a show, guys.
But we always talk about the importance of tackling on defense, never more so than a game like this. When you've got two studs in the backfield that can make people look silly, you better bring hats to the football.
Yeah, and you think there'll be a lot of carries today? When you got running backs like this that you can feature, you're going to see them get the football a lot, early and often.
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. A 3rd and long coming up here. To the air, it's Howard. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on 3rd down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
He'll bring it back. It's Morgan. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Complete. Just slithered through the tackle and he's got room to run. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Snares it outside, it's Edwards. And that play just looked to be a mess from the snap, and he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Completes the shuffle pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He rifles one deep to the left. And the ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man, it's Howard. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his target down the middle. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. He's gonna pass. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Edwards. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Blasted as he lets it go. And that one's going to be batted away, incomplete, and we have played 1. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've put 1 in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Michigan. Michigan. Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
15, Ohio State, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Pressure coming. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Howard. They're bringing heat. And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
As a former quarterback, I definitely never had the guts to ever want to be a return man. And that right there is the reason why, guys. I don't need anybody having a 50-yard run at me trying to take my head off. So, listen, I mean, I feel for that return guy. He's lucky, though, that his group of guys was able to jump back on the ball.
Offense in an empty set. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Oh, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big...
And they got him for the sack.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
Throws to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. It's 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Looking downfield, it's Howard. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On the run, still looking. And he scoops his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Buckeyes are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Judkins. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Caught near the sideline, it's Loveland. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Back to throw, it's Orji. Gets it out quickly. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the wideout. And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute. After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Wide open downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He wants to throw it again. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. So they're on the 1-yard line. The incomplete pass on 2nd down. Maybe you just try to drive it in on the ground this time. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And 3rd and goal, I'm giving it to my playmaker. You let your quarterback make this decision whether he wants to run it in or right here. He sees the opportunity. His guy's wide open, hits him in stride for the easy touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Back to throw. It's the fake, and he wants to throw. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the 2-point conversion. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack at 2nd and 12. Buying some time. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, whether it's in the shoe or the big house, when you have these two programs with all that's at stake today, you know emotions run high in a game known simply as the game. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will.
The Wolverines will boot it away to start the second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. To throw, it's Howard. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And down he goes back at the 3. The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much. Rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He gets a block, and the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Moore. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a 1st down.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Yeah, and that's nice coverage. He's taking a shot, trying to throw the ball to the end zone. Maybe put that thing up a little bit higher where his guy can go up and make a play and come down. But a nice job by the defender just getting his fingertip on the top of the football.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Wide receiver shows motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. Now on 4th down, here comes, and the holder, it's a fake. Shuffle it to the tight end. It's a fake. Shades of Little Giants. The Mad Hatter is loose, and it's a touchdown. Oh, the fake caught the defense by surprise. Opened up a little passing lane for the school.
And I tell you what, on field goal block, what are we doing? We're sending everybody. You might want to keep a guy or two back deep just in case they do run the field goal. And when you bring the field goal block and you bring everybody and you're sending all your resources to get them and you're not covering, this can happen. I tell you what, guts to call the play, and it actually worked.
A little trickery, and they flip it ahead. He's not going to make it stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. To the air, it's Howard. Now improvising. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Let's see if they can get out of their own way on 2nd and long from the 8. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Ibuka. And they swarm him under.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Trying to escape and get it himself. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains. Now on 1st down from the 28. The give to the back. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they were trying to set up the option, but the quarterback had no chance. Did you see the defensive tackle penetrate? What a great first step. He shot right through the offensive line and got the TFL.
And the freshman does a great job using his technique in getting the man on the ground. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Off play action. Quick completion on the out route.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time, just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Orji. Sends it downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
For the offense.
Waste of time.
Suddenly, after that last big play, they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the 44. He wants to throw. He'll take another shot here. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Loveland. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it. Touchdown, Michigan! And the punishment has been extended.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra
Looking to pass. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the two.
Michigan 39, Ohio State 0.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
Bringing it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The back goes in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on 2nd down from the 5. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Tate. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to get it through the air. Getting some heat. Caught close to the marker. It's Scott. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throwing catch.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but's able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
Going up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Judkins. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. He's looking to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Looking to throw for it. Coming after him. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Buckeyes line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that play.
Fires left. It's caught. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The defense pounced on that, and now they're headed the other way. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack, even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
Looking to throw, it's Howard. Flips it out in the flat. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. That's caught. It's Edwards. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. And now on second down for this offense. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Throws to the wideout. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially with these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on them.
Now on second down. Now the play fake. They're trying, and the ball is loose and live in the backfield. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? Touchdown, Wolverines! The defense takes matters into their own hands. The defense comes up with the fumble and takes it to the house.
The old scoop and score. Create the fumble, pick that puppy up, take it to the house. Great job by the defense, not only forcing the turnover, but getting points out of it.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Back to pass, it's Howard. Trying to get to him. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it's sometimes...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Michigan!
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. They fake it, pitch it to the tight end. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Pocket starts to collapse. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. But even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Off play action on 1st down. Looking to the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over. And after this play, the cake will be baked. To the air, it's Orji. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.